All right. Hi there. This is Kamela, round two with Crafting Live from Creative Moms Decant. So, what I'm showing today is me playing with Hobby Lobby's Paper Studio Vinyl. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby yesterday. All their Paper Studio vinyl is on sale 50% off. I even got this one, which is marked $4.24 for 50% off. I also got this roll, which in the Hot Mess Live right before this one, which I did not save for your enjoyment, I went ahead and cut off part of this and got it cut and weeded. I'm going to do this wildflower on a t-shirt. I couldn't, and whether it's because it was rolled tight to this roll or I don't know, because I've never used Paper Studio vinyl before, but I could not get it to stick to my mat, not even a brand new mat. My heat press says, "Where are you?" And I really don't blame it. But I'm here, I'm live, and once again, I'm Kamela from Creative Moms Decant. And let's get started with my review of Hobby Lobby's Paper Studio vinyl. So I did have to tape it down to my mat, which was kind of annoying, and I had to use quite a bit of tape so that it didn't want to pop up so that it cut nicely. However, it did cut very nicely. My whole design cut incredibly well, and it weeded really easy. My only comment on weeding it was it's thick. I am a Siser and Cricut Vinyl user, so that would be what I'm comparing it to, but this was thicker than Siser and Cricut both. I'm not sure, like if you were putting that on a bag, I think it would be a good thing. On this t-shirt, I'm not sure yet, but this is also reflective, so that is going to be a little bit thicker. I'll be anxious to open up the glitter and see what I think about it. I am going to see if I can successfully switch cameras and move you down to the t-shirt that we're going to place this Hobby Lobby Paper Studio vinyl on today. And I think I have successfully switched it. Yay! All right. This is called Wanting to Give Up, but I didn't. And now things are going to go amazing. Thank you, God. All right. So what I did is I shoved the heat press mat inside of my gray t-shirt. I'm trying to move stuff around so you can see what I'm doing and not spill my tea, because that would not be good. All right. And I like to try to lay things out as nice as I can. So what I mean by that is making sure that my t-shirt is laying where this seam is where I'm pulling down from. So the seam is flat, if that makes sense. All right. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. It took me, and I still wouldn't say that I'm perfect at it, but it took me a while to be able to get things centered really nicely. But what I will tell you is following these seams, just like this, using your ruler placer guide, and making sure the shirt that you're ironing on is all flat and even is the best advice I can give you. So I'm all the way down to the other end of this t-shirt, and what I'm doing is making sure that everything is nice and flat and even. And I'm going to slide you down just a little here, hopefully without making you dizzy. That helps me so I can work in the center. I had my camera down the line because we cut the vinyl. But anyway, we're forgetting about that, right? We're moving forward. We're finding joy. I'm definitely going to find joy in this t-shirt. So I am making it for a customer. However, I really like it, like enough that I think I'm going to keep it. Well, not really, but make myself one. All right, so wildflower, and what I'm doing here is I'm going to line up the two ends and give myself a nice crease in just the protective cover so that I can see where my center of my design is. And then I'm going to place it right perfect with my ruler here. I like my shirts, and for ladies that are of my breast size, I hope I don't get filtered for that. I like them almost even with armpits. So that's where I'm going here. But it's definitely personal preference. And there are guides if you're making them to sell and not asking the customer. I've got to make sure this is centered here and not talk too much. But if you're not asking the customer opinion, then I would go with the guides. And you can find those on Pinterest and everywhere. In fact, I will shoot them in my crafty group today. So if you're a member of Creative Moms Decant, you'll see it there. I will throw one of those guides up. All right. So my ruler's good. My center is good. Now I can remove my placement ruler. And okay, so this vinyl just does not stick down. Did you see how that came off the shirt? Okay, I'm not being dramatic. Okay, so I am dramatic always. We know that. But I'm not being dramatic. That was totally dramatic. Let's try this one more time here because I've got it crooked and I know I do. I could tell. But this is not very sticky either. So I don't know that I'm a fan of the Paper Studio vinyl. All right. I'm going to get this in here a little bit better. All right. And my guide. So with your ruler guide, you want to line up at the collar, and that's what's going to make it. And as long as your shirt is laid nicely, and I'm going to tell you, t-shirts will throw you for a loop because this tag is definitely not center. If you look, my fingers are holding that. So that is, and this is not center. So I go with the seams on the inside of the neckline. So sometimes you have to, and they'll trick you. And that's probably what's throwing me off a little bit. But this tag is definitely not center. We ordered cheap t-shirts. That's what we get. So this is just a Gideon heavy cotton t-shirt is all it is. All right. And truthfully, the cheap Gideon t-shirts are what I recommend. Now I'm going to remove my placement guide and we're going to get this pressed down. So for this vinyl, it was, and they were give or take, but I did 285 degrees and it was for a full 30 seconds. I think it was 25 to 30. I set mine for 30 and it's medium pressure. And I'm only getting my word wild because I'm using my small easy press here. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to release this, make sure this is flat, and then I'm going to do my flower word. So any of you that were on earlier and put up with the mess, thank you so, so much. Never a dull moment during lives, that's for sure. But lives are a way we can interact with you, and we try to do a live at minimum at least every Wednesday at 1:30, at least every other Wednesday at 1:30. So we appreciate you joining and marking your, calendar. Even if you can't catch them at that time, I know a lot of you work. I get it. That's the problem. I work all day and I want to spend evenings with my family too. So, but you catch the replay, #replay, very helpful. So this is a cool peel. So we're going to let it chill. I think I'm really going to like it. It's not crazy reflective, but it's just enough. And I'm going to tell you, this color looks amazing on this gray t-shirt. I really like it. I can't wait to peel it off and see what I think about the thickness. That's one of the biggest reasons. I mean, other than the design reasons, there's just designs you can't get with vinyl that you can get with sublimation. But the thickness of vinyl is one of the biggest reasons that I prefer sublimation. But you cannot make a t-shirt and sell it for $10 using sublimation. Or if you can and you can make $10 work, then you're amazing. I can't find supplies in my area that allow me to sell $10 sublimation t-shirts. So don't undersell yourself. Vinyl t-shirts you can usually sell for $10. However, sublimation, it's a lot harder. All right, I think this is probably cool enough. Let's check it. Yep, it's going to come off. Oh, I'm so nervous. I don't know why, because it's fine. That is a really, really, really pretty vinyl. So remember, hashtag replay is super helpful. Comments in general help us. Likes and subscribes to our YouTube channel are huge. And on Facebook. If you're not on our Facebook group, if you're joining from YouTube, don't forget to watch on YouTube and give us a like there. Mostly, again, because it's really helpful, like super, super helpful. So I'm going to switch this direction. Yay! I'm switching cameras and making it work. That's amazing. All right, I'm going to toss my heat pad out of here and show you our neat t-shirt. I really like how that blends in. Let me see if I can, it's, hard to pick up on camera. Oh, it feels nice. That actually feels really nice as well. Let me go to the inside here. Oh, yes, that feels awesome. This is probably going to be one of my new favorite vinyls. That reflective vinyl is really pretty. It is a subtle reflective, and I was a little nervous because truthfully, it was so cheap that I just grabbed it. So I would say that my only complaint is that it didn't stick to my mat. I'm going to do some more playing with that and I'll let you all know. But I would say that overall, this is a really awesome vinyl. And I love my new Wildfire t-shirt. And it's reflective. It's really not picking up in the camera, but it is slightly reflective. So there it is. Thank you so much for joining. Have a joyful day, friends. Bye.